Hi students, previous video you have learned how to frame ungrouped frequency distribution table. Now, grouped frequency distribution table. How to frame the grouped frequency distribution. Example, the EB bill in rupees of each of the 26 houses in the village are given below. Construct the frequency table, grouped frequency table. For the details given related to EB bill of 26 houses. 26 houses EB bill are given. EB bill is given, so that is this 26 data are there, 26 observations are there. Okay, for this one, for this data you have to frame grouped frequency distribution table. Okay, first you have to find what is the procedure. First you have to find range. Range means you know already previous class you have learned about it. Range, yes, range is equal to largest value minus smallest value. Okay, range for among this 26 data, 26 bill amount, what is the greatest value? What is the greatest here for this 26? Which is the greatest? This 800 is greatest. 800 is greatest. Okay. Then the smallest value, smallest amount, which is the smallest amount for among this, which is the smallest amount for this is the smallest amount, 120. So range largest value minus smallest value, that is 800 minus 120, that is equal to 680. Okay. First you have to find range. When you find range, for this data 26 amounts are given in separate amounts, that we have to make a grouped frequency distribution table. For this, first you find range, then possible class interval, the number of possible class interval. Number of possible class interval, that is range. What you find range by class size. Class size in the sense you have to take the class interval is 10 intervals or 20 intervals. It is related to the questions. Okay, class size it is all the one nearly 100 more than 100, 200. It is the minimum value is 120. So it start from, we have to take the values take from 100. Okay, so that is class size you have to consider as 100. So this range 680 by 100. Suppose the class size you consider as 10, it takes a lengthy table. So related to the given data, you select the class size. Okay, so that is 0, 0 cancel, normal cancelling method 0, 0 cancel. Then 68 by 10, what is the value? You know the decimal division. Yes, 60, you know the rounded value division, 68 by 10, that is equal to 6.8. Their approximate value, this is the approximation symbol, that is equal to 7. Students, the number of possible class interval is 7. 6.8, that is approximate symbol, that is equal to 7. So how to frame a table? Listen. First you have to take the columns class interval, tally mark, frequency. Okay, the class interval, number of class interval what we found here, nearly 7. So the smallest number is 120. So you have to take from 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800. Okay, so that is, now you have tally mark, you know, 100 to 200, in between 100 to 200 in the sense, so 100, 101, 102 up to 199. This 200 included to the next class interval. Okay, next for this class interval you have to calculate 200 to 299. This 300 value you have to take from the next class interval. Okay, yes, now 100 to 200, how many values are given? Listen here, how many values, see this data, how many is here? 100 to 200, 100 to 200, how many is there? 1, 2, next where it is? Find out. 3. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3. 3 values are there. So 100 to 200. So that is how many values are there? 3. So frequency is 3. Next class interval 200 to 300. 200 to 300. Now refer with the table. Listen here. That is 200 to 300. 200 included here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 values are there. In the class interval 200 to 300, 6 values are there. So see the table now. For this table 200 to 300, how many tally marks? Tally marks is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So frequency is 6. Next 300 to 400. 300 to 400, how many values are there? See the data. 300 to 400. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 300 also included this class interval 300 to 400. So see the table. So 300 to 400, the tally mark is 6. So frequency 6. Next you have to find 400 to 500. 400 to 500, how many values are there? We have to see now. See the table 400 to 500. So in this first column, yes, 1. In this next column, 2. Yes, only 2. See this table. How many is there? 400 to 500? 2. Okay. Next 500 to 600. 500 to 600. Listen, see the table. For this table, 400 to 500 2. Next 500 to 600. So 500 to 600 comes in a next class interval. Yes. That is 1, 2. Okay. 500 to 600 is 2. Next 600 to 700. 600 to 700, how many values are there? See the table 600 to 700. 600 included. Yes. 600. 1, 2. Okay. These two values 600 and 640. These two values. So one more is that we have to check. Okay. 600 to 700. So that is 1. The next column 2. Here one is there. 660 is there. 3. Okay. Yes. So that is 1, 2, 3. So that is 3. Next is 700 to 800. How many is there? We have to see now. 700 to 800. For in the first column 700 to 800. Listen students. 700 to 800. So 700 to 800 in this first column. It is the last class interval. Yes. For this is the final class interval 700 to 800. So you have to take this 800 also. 700 and 800 also. So that is. Now listen here. For in this first row 700 related. No. So that is for here on 800 is the 1, 2, 3. One more where it is. Find out students. 1. Yes, for here 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 is there. So that is 700 to 800. The frequency is 4. Tally mark 4. So total what is given in the question? It is data collected from 26 houses. So total 26 we get. Our problem is correct. Otherwise, once again we have to check the solution. Okay. So that is you have to add this values. Okay. So that is 6 plus 3 plus 6 9, 9 plus 6 15, 15 plus 2 17, 17 plus 2 19. It is 20, yes, it is 22. 22 plus 4 is 26. So total 26. So this is the grouped frequency distribution. Grouped frequency distribution, what is the difference between ungrouped and grouped? Grouped frequency distribution is with the class interval. Yes, this is the class interval. Ungrouped frequency distribution, just we used only whole numbers. Okay, students.